Hello and welcome to the first day of 12 days of Christmas junk journal ideas. It's a mouthful. And today we're going to start with our December daily numbers. For those of you who are doing a December daily next month, I thought this would be a great place to start. You can find the link for the download in the description box below. You'll need to provide your email, and then in the next page after you provide your email, you will receive the download. All right, let's get started. And they're all 1 inch, which makes it really easy to use a 1 inch circle punch to punch these out. And the other thing I recommend is printing them on cardstock. This is, I have to find out what weight it is, but it's not super duper heavy cardstock, but it's thicker than printer paper. And so you want to print them twice, and I'll show you here in a second. But I just want to show you how easy it is to go with your 1 inch circle punch, and then you can punch them out. And then if this is all you wanted to do for your numbers for your December daily, you could just put them in a little container, and then as you journal for each day, just glue the number on. But what I want to show you are different ways that you can jazz up these numbers. So see, you can just quickly go right through. And then I like to trim this part off so that you can reach the next row. So that's why they're in these rows. And then, like I said, it's super easy just to go punch, punch. Here's a little sneak peek of what we'll be using in day 2 of the series. Punch. And then a little ink, if you do one and you're off just a little bit, a little vintage photo ink or a little brown ink to age it, and no one will be the wiser. All right, so there's that. Those are ready. And then the reason you want 2, let's get 2 of the same number. Oops. 2 of the same. Here, I'll do 24. Then I'll punch this 24. And then we see 31, so we'll do that because I want to show you a couple different things. All right. Set this aside. Get my 31. Put these aside. Okay. And these. All right, so the first thing, let's ink up our edge. See how this one, I didn't quite line it up, but if I just ink it a little bit, no one will know. And do this one. And this one. All right, so the first idea I'm going to show you are that you can use these as little tabs. So I'm going to glue for 31. I'm only going to glue the right hand side of my little circle, and then put the other one, and then I have to look and make sure that the 31 is going the same direction on both sides like that. And then this is still open. So then that means in my journal, and again, you can wait till you get to that day. If you're doing the 31st day in your journaling. So let's say this is the 31st day. This now becomes a side tab that I could just stick on, and then it will stick out on the side of my journal. I'm not going to leave this here. This is the giveaway journal, but I just want to show you how easy and cute that looks. And you can put it as far in or out as you want. All right, and then the other one, we're going to take the 24 Oops. And this one, I just want to glue the top. So then, same thing, line these up. Make sure my 24 is going the right way. And then this one, you can do the same thing, but stick your number at the top of the page. And then you would have all your numbers up here. And again, you could go lower or higher. You could stagger them. Super cute. All right, so that's the first thing. You can make little page tabs. Okay, so number 2 is using the Vintage Santa Ephemera Kit that's in my shop. Now these Santas are huge, so I don't think they would really work for page numbers. So that is why there's 5 pages in this kit with the ephemera. I thought, oh, well, what if we shrunk the images down? So I shrunk this down to 50%. So let me show you the difference. Here's the original size, and here it is shrunk down. Quite a bit different. And so then let's take a look at the Santas. There we go. Here's a page of Santas. I actually have my samples right here with my other Santas that I've used. And see how cute? And these are the perfect size to go with the numbers. So now we're just going to fussy cut these out, and I'll be right back. Okay, fussy cut a couple Santas. And the thing is, you have all of this, and we really don't want it to go to waste. So one thing you can do is get a stencil, and I'm going to do picked raspberry oxide for the pink Santa. This color goes pretty well. And I'm just going to use my stencil, and then you can ink this up. You know what? Actually, I'm going to use this guy. Try and line it back up since I let go. Ah. There we go. So yeah, we can just kind of do the stencil around this page, or you could squirt it with some ink, spray, coffee dye, and you could do whatever, really. But I think this now gives a great background, which we can just rip and rip. We're going to keep these. We could use those later also. But then this becomes a great background for our numbers and our Santa. I'll take part of that. I'm going to put this back on here. And let's just stress out the edges a little bit. And we can take our number and our Santa. I'm going to do that way because this way it's a little blank spot. So you see more of the poinsettia. A little glue on him. And then our number. And there we go. Then, super cute. So when we get our journal again, we can just say this is our page. We're going to add some journaling and memory keeping pictures. And then we can just glue that on as our date, or the number to remind us. And you can put it wherever. This could even be a tab on the top or on the side also. So again, taking the Vintage Santa kit down to 50% makes these Santas the perfect little size. I think it's so cute. Okay, so this leads into my next idea, which is clusters. We kind of just made a cluster using some of the scraps, but also don't forget, if you have lace, ribbon, seam binding. Ooh, this is a pretty one. This is fun lace. It's a little peachy, but different things with different textures. You can use that to make a cluster as well as with papers. So maybe we want to use this kind of as our base. And let's ink that up. And then I always like to use, this is pressure paper that's been copy dyed. And I love the sound, and it's crinkly. We can just kind of layer some things up. I love doing this, just gives the texture, pops of color. It's really cute and fun. You could glue it. You can also, if you want to make these quickly, just staple it. And you have 31. So if you want to kind of make a assembly line, and then can't forget our number. Let's glue in number 2. I'm going to ink my edges. There you go. And the other thing, you could add words or image. Could even, what if we add another snowman? That would be cute. There. And now this guy is ready to go. Cute. Could even use little paper flowers. That'd be cute right there. Faux pearls. Oh, cute. So again, you don't really see the base. That's just there to kind of have it, give it a little structure. And then, I mean, there's just different textures, and yeah. Not that you're going to see all of it, but I think it adds a lot to it. All right, so the next one of texture paste in the sparkle. And also, if you don't have this, if you have glossy accents or something like glossy accents, you can. These are the ones I did with glossy accents. This one's still drying. I put it on pretty thick. And here's this one. I should have taken my heat tool to kind of get out the bubbles. But here we are with that one. And then these are with the sparkle. And it just puts a little bit of glitter on the number without getting glitter everywhere on your work surface. All right, so here's one still drying, but I did this 8 with the glitter. I don't know if you can even see the 8 yet. It's still drying. So you don't want to go too heavy with it, but it just adds a little sparkle to the number. This one, see the difference? I think it just adds a little something extra. So you can add that. Okay, and then for the ones that you did glossy accent to, if you want to even take those up a notch, or even the ones with the glitter, you can then punch a hole in them like this, and then make a little dangle. How cute is this? And so you can have a dangle that you can clip onto fabric or lace or ribbon in your journal, or add a little ring and put a little paper clip. All right, so again, this is why you want 2, because you want 1 on each side. So I have a couple here, so let's make a couple together, or at least 1. You've seen me do this before in quite a few different videos, but let's do it together here. How about we do number 1? I'm going to ink the edges. I'm going to use the small side. I want a smaller hole. And I want to go in enough that it doesn't break when I put the eyelet in. So I want to go far enough in, but not too far that a jump ring won't be able to go around. Like that. And then if you want, you can make a second hole at the bottom, and then you can add a dangle on the bottom like that. So for this one, we'll just do a simple dangle. And then need a smaller eyelet. If this is the right size, let's take a look. I'll put that through. Make sure you're using the smaller side to smush the eyelet down. And we need a jump ring. I'm going to put some pieces in this little Altoid box for us. And then you can put a bulb clip, and it could be just that simple. All right, we want to add a little bit more to this dangle. We're going to take one of the small Santas, and I'm going to punch a hole kind of where his Santa's sack is in his back, and then I'm going to add a small eyelet to that. And if I was thinking, I would have printed this twice so that both sides of the Santa would have been just fine. And I think I would have had to print it in reverse. And then I'm going to add another eyelet at the bottom. And then I'm going to add a jump ring so that Santa can kind of dangle freely at the bottom of the number. And the eyelets, or not the eyelets, but the jump rings I'm using, the wire was kind of stiff. So make sure you have jewelry tools, and I know Dollar Tree has them now, so that's a great place to get them. So here we go, he's a little dangly Santa at the bottom. Add a little bulb pin, and then you're ready to go. You can add them to lace, fabric, tabs, all sorts of things in your journal. Another thing I like to do is also add a bit of lace or fabric to the top, just to give it a little bit more texture. Okay, so here's a final look at our little December daily numbers. We have the collage version, we have dangles, we used glossy accents or paste with little glitter. We can make side tabs or top tabs. We took our scraps and did some stenciling in order to use the papers. So yeah, we have lots of different ideas for you for your December daily. And come on back tomorrow for day 2. And make sure, if you would like to be in the drawing for the journal, if you would like to be in the drawing for this journal, make sure you are subscribed, you like and comment on this video, and share it with someone who might not know about my channel. And you will be then entered into the drawing at the end of the series, and I will do the drawing on December 2nd. All right, have a wonderful crafty day, and I will see you again tomorrow for day 2. Bye.